Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Hopefully a very motivational video. This video was filmed over 3 days. That was not my intention, but that's what ended up happening. So you'll see. But I wanted to start out by running to get my groceries. It was a Saturday, and that is always my grocery shopping day. I go every other Saturday, and I shop for 2 weeks. Usually Marion goes with me, but this day he was home doing yard work. So I went by myself, and it was kind of nice. I took my time a little bit more, so I kind of walked every aisle in Aldi, which I don't usually do. I just get what I need and get out because I know I have to go to Walmart still and got to hype myself up for that. But anyway, just went to Aldi, got my normal things, and then I went over to Walmart. And then as soon as I get home, I'll share with you a grocery haul and a meal plan, and then we'll restock the kitchen. And then we got a ton of stuff to do in this video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share with you my grocery haul. I went to Aldi and Walmart. You can probably hear Marion mowing the grass. He's right outside the window. I'm going to share my meal plan before I share the grocery haul. I spent $103 at Aldi and $158 at Walmart, so roughly $260 for people for 2 weeks. So we're going to have blackened chicken salad one night. Probably going to share that in this video. And we have leftover hamburgers and hot dogs when we grilled a week or so ago. I put them in the freezer, so we'll have that. We're going to have tacos, Mississippi chicken because it's everybody's favorite, barbecue chicken, tomato soup and cheese toast, enchiladas or Mexican, some sausages, BLTs, breakfast for dinner, rice-a-roni, and a couple of nights we'll have leftovers. And then I have another like kielbasa sausage that I'll make that with mac and cheese one night. So that is the rough meal plan. So let me show you. I'm going to start with Aldi. Seems like I'm getting more and more, almost half. Well, I guess not quite half, but more and more I'm getting at Aldi. So today I just kind of walked the aisles a little bit longer because I was by myself and just looked to see like if there was anything there that I could get cheaper than at Walmart. But it's very comparable in our area. Walmart is pretty much the cheapest, but Aldi's very, very close. They just don't have everything at Aldi, so I do have to go to both places. And I actually did run into Kroger at the end because I forgot carrots. Okay, I'll start over here with Walmart. I got some of this sharp cheddar cheese. Marion loves this to snack on. Got a bunch of sliced cheese for Belle and her medicine, some stick butter and spreadable butter, some of these honey nuggets just for whenever, they're so good, some frozen broccoli. I wanted the turkey, or it wasn't this brand, I think it's Oscar Mayer, but they were out, so this was a little bit more expensive, but I'm sure it's delicious. I got 3 of these. I like to slice these up and make a sauce for them with homemade mac and cheese. I got some bacon, some lunch meat because Jackson is going back to school this week or next week. I got 2 packs of chicken, 2 loaves of bread because I'm going to be making lots of sandwiches. I got a ranch and an au jus gravy mix for the Mississippi chicken. And then I grabbed some of these. They were on sale for $1 today. So Marion, he hasn't had these in a long time, but he likes these for lunches with some crackers. Got some corn tortillas, some pasta, elbow macaroni, 2 boxes of rice-a-roni, 2 packs of Parmesan noodles, some eggs, hash browns. These are my favorite hash browns. They're a little pricey, but they're so good. Got a bunch of tomatoes, some green onions, bananas, and romaine, and then carrots. I forgot. I wanted the big ones, but they were so pricey at Kroger. I feel like $1 at Walmart, or a little over. So I got those. They'll work fine. And I got a pineapple, some small milks for Mary because he likes his milk fresh, a half-gallon of milk, some half and half, some French onion dip. Just didn't have room for these anywhere else. Got some foil, a couple of these for Mary for lunches, some Tums, some evaporated milk for my mac and cheese, some green chilies, cat food, barbecue sauce, and cooking spray. And then I got this at Kroger. They were on sale for $1. The fruit punch sparkling ice. I'm going to try and see if that satisfies my craving. I want Coke every day, so I'm going to see if that will help. I used to drink these a lot. Then at Walmart I got paper towels and toilet paper. Only one thing of bubbly this time and some Honey Nut Cheerios. And then at Aldi I got just kind of like a small thing of water. It's 24 and a bunch of Jackson's Frost Drinks. So at Aldi I also got baked potatoes, gala apples, some potato chips for the dip. Kind of got a lot of chips at Aldi. So lime tortilla chips, and then these are like popcorners, but they're cheaper. So I got those in these barbecue for Jackson for school lunches. I grabbed these peas. I don't know if they're like the Le Sueur, but those are our favorite. So hopefully these are, because they were way cheaper. I got some coffee, 2 of these tomato basil soups. Those are so good and super sweet. I got some bagels. They're just way cheaper at Aldi. Got a big bag of rice, and then I got the cherry limeade frost drink for me, and then Jackson likes these purpley ones. I got these for his snack box, chewy chocolate chip cookies and a couple granola bars. 1 pound of ground beef. I got this for enchiladas. I was going to make it, but this was actually cheaper, and this is really good. And then I got some Monterey Jack and cheddar cheese. 2 of these rotisserie style shredded chicken this week. And then some sliced Colby Jack, sliced provolone, 2 packs of brioche buns, and some crunchy raisin bran. All right, raise your hand if you're so grateful when you can fill up your refrigerator, your freezer, your pantry with food for your family. It's such a blessing, such a great feeling, and I do not take it for granted. It is not lost on me. I am so grateful. Life hasn't always been that way, and I appreciate it so very much. I wanted to go outside and water my plants because we hadn't had much rain lately, and this little plant was looking a little crispy, and I needed to give it some water, and then I ended up just doing all the plants outside. Marion was outside this day, like I said, doing yard work. He'd been out for hours weed eating, and mowing. Jackson was not helping him this day because you'll see in my upcoming videos, because I've been vlogging, but the time I'm doing this voiceover, it's already happened, but Jackson got into some poison ivy and he is covered head to toe in poison ivy. He went to a friend's house and they were outside in the woods at night playing hide and seek and didn't realize that there was poison ivy everywhere, and we didn't realize that he was so allergic. I've read that 85% of people are allergic. So far, Marion and 3 of our kids are allergic. I am not, but he clearly is, and he has a prescription ointment that's doing really, really great, helping him to not be absolutely miserable, and he's also taking an oral medication. So he's doing good, but it's going to take time for it to go away. It's pretty alarming when you see like
when he shows you like on his stomach, his back, it's crazy, but he is such a trooper. So anyway, he was not outside doing yard work this day. But in this video, I was like putting laundry in, and then I would go do stuff, and then I would come back and switch the laundry over. And I didn't pick up my camera in between, so it looks like I just put it in, and then here I'm taking it out, putting it in the dryer. But it was just because like other things were happening. I just didn't film in between. So this is kind of like the laundry segment, just putting it in, putting it out, taking it out, putting it in the dryer, putting a new load in. It's just kept it going. I sort my laundry by darks and lights, and then like towels and sheets and rugs I'll do separately. So I don't do too much sorting, but I do sort darks and lights, and then lighter colors. And usually this time of year, when it's summer, we're wearing shorts and t-shirts, and my laundry is less because, you know, it's not like jeans and hoodies and sweaters. But Jackson is a teenager, and he lives in his hoodies. He loves his black hoodies. He has so many black hoodies. So we'll do a load of darks, and almost an entire load is just his hoodies. So it's just the way it is. If you have a teenager, you understand. So anyway, this part may seem like just all I'm doing is laundry. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what I'm doing, putting a load in, and then picked up my camera when it was done, and, you know, just keeping the laundry moving. So it's time to strip the beds, obviously. This day I also wanted to take off my duvet cover and give it a wash because it had been a little while, and it is such a process, and I really dread it, but it had to be done. But you can see this is another day. This was the next day, and I hadn't been feeling really good. I'll tell you about that in a second, but I kind of started feeling bad Saturday night, but I woke up Sunday feeling good, so I was thankful that I was feeling better.
So it is the next day. I didn't get as much done yesterday as I had planned. I started feeling really bad last night. I don't know why. I took some Advil, kind of had a headache, and then I almost felt achy, and I was like, oh, I hope I'm not getting sick. I was really worried, so I just rested, got a good night's sleep, got up this morning for church, and I felt great. So thank God I'm feeling good today. So it is afternoon now, but I went ahead and put the sheets in because my plan today is to wash all the bedding and wash my couch covers. So I got to get that going. I have one load from last night that is in the dryer. I just turned it back on to get the wrinkles out. So I'm going to fold that and put it away. And then as soon as the, bedding is done, I'll strip down my couch, which is a whole process, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it getting it done. So that is the plan for today. I also need to deep clean my bathroom. I need to do my floors really bad, sweep them off.
So taking these cushions off is a process, and you can see it, my little helper, my little sidekick. She's also my stalker, Buttercup. She's in every clip. It seems like always in my business. She's just so curious. But we have plastic bags. I've said this before if you've seen videos before, but we just have plastic bags over the cushions because unfortunately when we first took Buttercup in with my mom, she did a few times have accidents on my couch, and this is just to protect the cushions inside. And it does a really good job. She hasn't had any accidents in a long time, but we just keep them there. When she moves out, I may take them back out, or I don't know, I may keep them in there. I feel like it protects my cushions really well, and I like that. So I can't do them on the top cushions. They're a little more complicated because it's just loose like stuffing in there, but for the bottom, for the seat, it works really well.
So I know this video probably feels like all I've done is laundry, and I feel like all I've done is laundry, but there's laundry to do. So I went ahead and put the sheets in the dryer and put the bottom couch cushions in the wash. I'm going to run up to Goodwill real quick because it's Sunday afternoon and I love to go to the dollar I've told you this many times, the dollar sales from the color of the week last week. So I'm gonna run up there, just see. Last week when I went, there was literally not one parking spot available. It was crazy busy. So if it's like that, I may just turn around and come home. I don't know if I want to deal with that. But I'm gonna run up there really quick, and then when I get back, it'll be time to switch it out, put the other ones in. All right, just like that, I am back. The sheets are dry except Jackson's sheet. I'm going to turn that back on. But I did only buy one thing at Goodwill, but it was this dress, and it was only $1 because it was the color of last week. I actually don't know the brand. It doesn't say. But it was only $1. And it's like a mock turtleneck, and it's got a little bit of a poof sleeve right here, like pointy, and then like down to there. And I loved how it kind of like goes in at the waist and flares out. It's so cute. I tried it on over my clothes. But for $1, so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the couch covers over, make the bed, make dinner, clean the kitchen. So if you've never seen me do this before, I have to actually put the stuffing in plastic bags. I need both hands for this so that I can number them. The fluffing doesn't have like a, you know, it's not like contained, it's just loose, so it's a major pain to have to do that. But I put like, I number the pillows from like 1 to 6 or whatever, and put them in a bag so that when I go to stuff them back in, I know which one goes with which, because the pillows are different sizes. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7. 7. Okay, let's do this. So I didn't do the one in the corner. First of all, it's huge, and I just didn't have it in me. I just didn't have it in me, and it doesn't ever, I mean, it's fine. It's not dirty. I just definitely wanted to do the ones that they sit on, like those two right there, and then Buttercup likes to sit on that one a lot. So definitely had to do all those, but next time I'll do that one. I don't think it has to be done like every month. I've been trying to do it like every month. Oh, but it is 5:30, so almost 5:30. I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner. I'm gonna make what is it called? Blackened chicken salad. You can buy like a blackened chicken mix already, so you could use that. But I make it myself. It's super easy. I'll link the recipe down below. I'm gonna fry them in butter and a little bit of olive oil, and slice it up, put it on top of a salad with like some apples and pecans, carrots, tomato, lettuce. It's probably all I'll use, and it's really good with honey mustard dressing, but of course use whatever you want. Change of plans. I'm going to do the bed first. Going to make the bed. Clyde's going to help, then we'll make dinner.
I'm going to make dinner now, the blackened chicken salad. This is super easy. Like I said, I'll link the recipe down below. The seasonings that I use are paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, salt, thyme, and I use Italian seasoning. It calls for oregano, but I use Italian seasoning because that's what I have. I'm sure it doesn't matter. It also calls for like cayenne pepper, but I don't put that in there, just it's a little too spicy, and I don't usually have that. So you just want to mix it all together, and then you're going to dredge your chicken in it. I got thin sliced chicken breasts, and if you don't have those, you can just butterfly them. I just think they cook quicker that way, and they're better for putting on top of a salad. So you just dredge your chicken in it, and then I fried it in half butter, half olive oil, but you could do either or, however you want to do it. I was making a salad for Marion and a salad for me. Jackson had his chicken with pasta. You know, Jackson and his love for pasta and rice. But Marion liked the bacon on his, and I liked these sweetened cranberries and pecans. And I put apples in them just because it gives it a sweetness. I had this at a restaurant one time with apples and walnuts, and it was so good. And they put honey mustard dressing on top, so that's what I prefer. Marion always prefers blue cheese dressing every single time. And my mom was actually having dinner with Patrick this day, so she wasn't eating with us. But look how good these look. As I'm watching this, I'm thinking I should have put like some roasted corn. That would be even better. But you can, of course, put whatever you want in the salad. It was amazing. And now it's time to clean up. Going to clean the kitchen really quick. We've got a lot of cleaning to do. A lot of cleaning. So hopefully you're here for it. So in case you don't know, we do have 2 dogs and 2 cats, and then my mom and her dog are living with us temporarily. So this gets pretty nasty. This is the main food and water bowl for the dogs. We also have another set of bowls in our bedroom just because sometimes the gate is up with Buttercup in the kitchen and my dogs can't get to it. So I want them to have access to food and water if I forget that they can't. And also Belle is on a diuretic, I guess you call it. It's a, what is it called? A fluid pill. To make sure she doesn't get too much fluid built up around her lungs and her heart and stuff. And so she's thirsty all the time. And so we keep a fresh bowl of water in our bedroom as well. So I was just wanted to clean all those dishes. They get pretty nasty. Also the cat's dishes, and then our little drinking fountain. This is our pet drinking fountain. It's linked in my Amazon shop if you're interested. It was around $30 or $35. And you do have to replace the two filters every now and then, and you do have to clean it out because obviously it's going to get gross. But it's been so nice having this. I bought this a couple years ago because Clyde, my cat, loved to drink out of the faucet, and it was driving me crazy. So I was like, you know what? He needs a water fountain. Cats really love moving water, but truthfully, my dogs use it probably just as much as my cats. And so I'm constantly having to refill it. When it gets low, it'll make this sound, and you need to refill it, and you need to take out the filters and clean them and replace them occasionally. So, you know, it's a process, but it's nice to know that they always have like fresh water to drink, and they are so used to it now. When I like haven't had water in it, they're like, "Mom, come on, fill it up. What's wrong? What's wrong with you?" So it's so great to have too, because cats, they're like prone to have kidney problems. They don't always get enough liquids, so this way it encourages your animals to drink more than they normally would. So I bought this mat that it goes on at Ross for like $3.99. It's just like a pet food mat, and it doesn't always do the best job. Sometimes water gets underneath it, but it's so great to have. And of course you can see Buttercup looking at it. They love it, and they all know where it's at, and there's like water all over the house for them if they need it. But I think that's important. It encourages them to drink a lot. So Buttercup was playing with a toy, and she busted it open, and all these little white beads went everywhere. And it was a couple days before this, and we had swept them all up. My mom like meticulously picked them all up, and so I knew when we took the cushions off that we were going to find more in there. So that's what I was doing. The bottom of my couch, it like is that material that every single piece of everything clings to it, and it just doesn't come off. So I was trying to vacuum it a little bit, but it doesn't really do much good. But anyway, just putting the seat covers back on, and then I recruited a little help to put the top ones on because they are just so much work. I wish Buttercup could help because you see she's like in and out of the shots. She is always in my business. If I could like put her to work, she'd be like one of those kids that you're just like, here, you want to help me? I'm going to give you a job, and it would be so awesome. But no, she just wants to play ball all the time. She's not much help. But Marion and my mom were helping to stuff the back cushions because this whole process, the worst part is taking the back cushions, the fluff out of it and putting it in the bags. That's just like the most exhausting. Putting everything back on, it's actually not too hard with these seat cushions because the plastic bags, they just slide right on. And y'all have mentioned before that I should keep the back stuffing in bags and just put that inside of them, but I can't do that because they're not the same shape as the cushions. But trust me, I wish I could. But there was Mom and Marion helping me with this process. Yeah, it's a process. It's so worth it though to have everything so clean. I don't know how much you're actually supposed to wash these. Eventually they're getting a little bit worn, so I'm not going to keep this couch forever. I'm thankful to have it at this season in my life when Buttercup is living here too, because it's just really necessary with all these dogs on the couch. It's just so nice to know that I can wash it all and refresh it all. It smells so nice and clean. It feels so nice and clean. But at some point, I will get a different couch, or maybe, I don't know, something smaller, something, I don't know. I don't know. Stay tuned. The couch saga. If you've been here for like a while, you remember like we have had multiple couches until we got this one and found what we liked. I do like this. It's just really big for the space. And also, I don't know if I want to keep dealing with these back cushions, But I am thankful that I can at least take them off and wash them. So it's worth the headache. It is definitely worth it. All right, so we are on day 3 here. My back, it only lets me do but so much. I can only do but so much, but I got it all done. It just took me a few days. So don't feel bad if you can't get everything done at once. This was a lot, and I knew that I wasn't going to, push myself too much. I would get it done eventually. So today we're going to deep clean this bathroom. My shower was just absolutely atrocious. We have one shower, 4 people. It gets nasty very quickly. So also it's very, a house is old. It's in its 80s, and I don't know, how if this shower is original or not, but it's really needing to be replaced. What we would love to do is take it out and put a stand-up shower in here. That would be amazing, but it is our only bathroom, so then we would lose the tub, and yeah, I don't know that that's a good idea, but that's what we would love. But it needs to be like resurfaced. I know you can buy stuff and like resurface it, make it look white again. That would be so nice. At some point, I really would love to just gut this whole bathroom and start over. It's the one room we really just haven't done much to. So maybe one day, that's my dream. But for now, we're just going to scrub it and just scrub the whole bathroom, basically. So it's been a long time since I have cleaned this out underneath here. There were things in these baskets that had been there for literally years that I just don't need, don't have any use for. So I was just throwing all that away, and then you'll see in a second how nasty the baskets were. I could have just thrown them away after I did it. I was thinking I could have just picked some more baskets up at Dollar Tree, but you know, I was just in the moment and I decided to clean them out. They're stained and old, but they're fine for under the sink. So just wanted to wipe it all down and kind of like get rid of stuff and organize it a little bit. So this is a little cart I got at Walmart when my mom moved in, and it just is all her necessities. She has MS, and so it's very difficult for her to walk, and getting from room to room it takes a whole lot. So I thought, you know what, we're just going to put everything in one space so that you can get to it easily. It's all very easy for her to access. So that is what this little cart is, and I went ahead and just restocked it and got everything nice and clean for her. So if you missed one of my last videos, Jackson just had a birthday. He turned 17, so I still had his happy birthday banner up. For that usually happens when there's a birthday and we hang a banner. It lasts for like a week. We keep it up. I think it's fun, and also I just never took it down. So also like the birthday bags, wrapping paper, all that, it just started piling up on the table. When my mom has things, we have like a stockpile of her stuff downstairs, and anytime that she has something that she doesn't need upstairs, she just puts it on the table for me, and then I know that means that needs to go downstairs. So there was a few things there. She'll order things on Amazon for her new house and stuff like that. So I had a little pile to take down. And then after this, I was nearing the end, and I wanted to sweep and mop my floors because that was the last thing. I wish I had the energy to like do it as I go, each room as I go, but it's just better for me to do it all at once, get everything cleaned, and then go back and sweep everything and then mop everything. This little bench Chloe has adopted. She loves it, loves it, loves it. And that little spot on the side, you can see the brown. She'll literally like rub her teeth on it. It's the strangest thing. She does that all over my house. There'll be these marks, and she leaves like stains on them from her mouth, from her teeth. It's strange, but anyway, I have these really hideously ugly, well, in my opinion, these cushions. Now, 10 years ago, this would have been my style, these dark cushions. I was really into that, like, dark plaid at one point, but now they're just, I covered them. I'm not really sure that I'm going to keep that bench. You know, if you've been here, it's always, like, I don't ever know if I want to keep it or not, but Marion likes it for putting on his shoes because of his back. It makes it easier for him. So that's why it's there, but it's kind of big and in the way. I'd really like maybe to have him rebuild me a smaller one that fits the space better, that he could also use, that's comfortable. So, you know, in the future, maybe that's what I'll do, but I haven't quite decided yet. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and put this in very fast motion so that we can get everything done and swept and mopped, or vacuumed and mopped. I didn't do the bedrooms in this video. It had gone on long enough and I was exhausted. So hopefully, though, you get the idea. Sweeping and mopping. All right, y'all, that is going to be it for this video. I hope that you are leaving feeling motivated to get some stuff done around your own house. We all need that motivation. Like I say, I need it too. And this, I would say this day, I felt very accomplished, but it was these 3 days I felt accomplished when I was done. It was a good feeling. The house was clean. You know, it doesn't stay that way for long, but it is nice when when it's clean. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you. It's completely free. And, you know, join our YouTube family. But I love y'all, and I appreciate every single one of you for watching, for being here. I'm praying for you, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye-bye.